Hello, I'm Lindsay Dain. I'm an author, illustrator, creator, and founder of His Little Light of Mine, a publishing company where I create personalized storybooks and more. I love all things art, digital illustration, creating, and self-publishing. Welcome! Today I'm going to show you how to make an animated GIF. On my first layer, I'm going to make a balloon. Make sure the opacity is at 100. There's the balloon. All right, now I'm gonna make a new layer and I'm going to show you where I want my balloon to travel. I want it to go all the way up here. So I'm gonna make that lighter, so I'm going to reduce the opacity. I'm actually going to put it on the bottom, and then I'm going to make this balloon go up and down. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First, I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to lock it and turn it off, because that's what I want. This is what it originally is going to look like, and if I mess it up, then I'll have an extra one to start with. So what I'm going to do is take this one and I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to move it up. I'm going to duplicate it again and move it up and follow that line. You see how I'm following that line? Now if you wanted to, you could actually move that to the top if you want to see the line better. I think that's better. Okay, so I'm going to keep going until this balloon is completely off the paper. And if you look at the layer here, you can kind of see a little bit better how much is still left on there. And keep going until it's completely gone. Almost gone. Okay, now I'm gonna take these and I'm going to group them all, because this is my up part of my balloon, and you can even rename that up. Okay, now I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to take this locked balloon, I'm going to unlock it and duplicate it and then relock it just in case I need it. And I'm going to move this one down. So this one can be a little bit confusing. There's a couple ways that you can do this. You really need to go backwards, because you don't want it to cut off whenever you're moving it up. It can cut off when you're moving it down. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this one, and instead of moving it up, I'm going to move it down. Okay, now this is the one I moved down, which I should have put it under here. So this is the one that I moved. I'm going to duplicate the one that I moved, and I've got to select the bottom one. And I'm going to keep moving it down. I'm going to duplicate that, select the bottom one, move it down. Duplicate, select the bottom, move it down. Duplicate, select the bottom, move it down. And see, it's not quite gone yet. I want to continue to do that, the bottom one. Move it down until it's completely off the paper. See, it's still not quite off there. Duplicate, take the bottom one, and move it down. Now, when I turn on, I'm gonna, let's see, I will group these as the down part. Okay, now whenever you're doing an animated GIF, you actually need it to be out of a group. This just kind of helps you to separate what part is where, I guess you could say. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select these down pictures and I'm going to take them out of the group. I'm going to put them above this down Now I'm gonna move this down layer up. See, so it's not in the group, but at least it's below. You see that? So this down group is actually nothing. All right, so I'm gonna uncheck that because I don't want that to be part of my animation. Now I'm gonna take all these this up group, I'm going to select all these and I'm gonna move it out of the group. If I did that, now I'm gonna move this group name up here. Even though it's not in a group anymore, you can still see that this is the up part and this is the down part. Now, all of these are selected that I want to use. Ooh, not that one. I don't want that. And actually, I don't want this either because I don't need this line anymore. So now I'm going to start my animation. So you go over to the wrench and you go to Canvas and you click Animation Assist. And you'll see down here that every single one of these that is checked is going to be down here. So for example, if let's see if we can see this or not. If I uncheck one, this should change. You can't really see it. Maybe it's at the bottom here. What if I uncheck this one? Oh, yep, see it went away. So all the checked layers are down here. I'm going to close these layers. And now I'm gonna click play and see what happens. Whee, there it goes. Now you can change the speed. So if you want it to be slower, then you're gonna change the frames per second to a lower number. So let's see what 5 frames per second looks like. There it goes. That's cute. I like that. Okay, now if you notice, this balloon goes from the bottom to the top and then back from the bottom to the top. So that is called loop. So what that means, it's going to go from here, whoop, and then loop back up. Okay, now you can also do what's called ping pong. Ping pong is going to do each slide and then it's going to go back and forth. It's hard to explain, but it's going to go like this, okay? So what we'll see is up, down, as a ping pong. So let's try that and see what it looks like. Play, up, down. See that? There's another setting that is one shot, and that means it's going to go once and that's it. Let's start at the very beginning and go once. And that's it. Now, I personally want it to loop. And I think I want to make it transparent. So you can make it transparent by just unchecking this background color. Let's see what it looks like, transparent. That way you could put it on any background that you wanted. And you can save this as an animated GIF. So the way you do that is you go over to the wrench and you're going to go to share, and you can share animated GIF. Okay, so see how my frames per second is 5? Sometimes this changes, so you need to remember what you like, or you can adjust it here. But once it is the way that you want, then you click export. And you can save it wherever you want. Now I'm notorious for doing this untitled artwork stuff, but I like to save everything in my Google Drive, and I have an animated GIFs folder. So I'm gonna save that here, and then later I'll change the name. But now I can go to my drive, and there it is, hopefully. And you have made an animated GIF. How cool is that? It's easy, right? You should try it. Let me know what you think. If you have created one, tag me. I would love to see it. Thanks, everybody.
These and more at hislittlelightofmine.com. Personalized storybooks, teacher gifts and resources, Bible verse handwriting books, children's notebooks, journals and sketchbooks, picture books, Christmas, and clip a heart.